Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back. I gotta go fight this witch, and now a stupid skeleton walked by.
I had a whole bunch of wood. I'll put it in a chest. That's what I did with it. So I have a question.
Go on.
Have you and Julia talked about when you're going to explain the birds and the bees to your son?
No, we have not gotten to that yet. Right now, what I want to cross the threshold of is Christmas.
Oh, that's right. You don't want to celebrate Christmas.
No, that's not true.
You don't believe in Santa Claus, right?
That is correct. I am assuming you don't as well.
No, I believe in Santa Claus. I give my daughter Santa Claus gifts.
Okay, but do you believe in him? That's a
Oh,
whole
yeah.
that's a whole different thing there. Yeah, that's the thing that I'm not necessarily wanting to do that.
Ah, Jeff.
Good.
Let him have Santa.
But no, I think it's okay. Here's the problem that I have with that, though, is what does it get you?
It gets
A shit ton of disappointment when you get older. That's what it gets you. The fact that your parents lied to you.
I don't feel that, though. I don't feel that disappointment.
You don't now that you're a grown man, but you did?
No, I just kind of felt the need to tell everyone else and ruin everyone's shit.
I mean, we did talk about that.
Yeah,
but, I mean, what if my son's not that smart? I don't know how smart he's going to be. I'm not going to love him any less. I just got to prepare for what if he's not a smart guy? And he just takes it out on me and thinks I'm a terrible
I mean,
father
I
for
do
lying to him.
agree that was probably the same point where I started saying, okay, well, if this is not true, then what about God?
See, exactly. I mean,
But I
he's
think
already
that's
going to
a
know that
good
God's
thing.
not true. So
I think that's a good life lesson
really, that your parents will lie to you?
that the world will lie to you. Because
But not your
just
parents.
your parents in on
Yeah,
it.
the parents are supposed to be that with the saving grace, the thing that you're like, I can always trust them. You want me to ruin that too? Because the world is going to lie to him. He does need to learn that at some point. I don't want to learn it because the world's going to lie to him because his parents lie to him.
Sometimes I mean, this is kind of what I wanted to talk about, though. You're derailing my thing.
If this is what you want to talk about, I don't think it's derailed at all. I think it's realistic.
Well, it's about lying to your kids. So, like, we always had the viewpoint of to try not to lie in anytime she would ask a question, basically. And so, as a result, she knows way too much about how babies are made. Like, I think it's more of a girl thing than it is a boy thing. So I don't think you're going to run into the same.
It depends. It takes a little bit of both to make the baby, though.
Right, but the reason
girl
why I
thing
think it's a
does
girl
carry
thing-
it for a while.
Well, apparently girls are more curious about the subject at an earlier age because they.
Oh, you don't mean the physical act of the baby being
No,
more of a girl thing than a boy
the
thing.
questions of how it all comes to be. The girls are normally more curious or ask more questions because they know it come from their mother, and they have the potential to be a mother.
Okay, I buy that.
So like early on, our daughter asked, like, what? So how does the baby come to be inside of me and stuff like that? And I think we tried to be vague at first, like, well, when a man and a woman loves each other very much, they decide to make a baby, that sort of thing. And then so that progressed over the years. I think this started.
Why didn't you just say a stork?
Because that is bullshit.
Oh, because Santa Claus ain't no bullshit.
These are different things.
Yes, you are right. Santa Claus is different than a stork. The concept
I can answer,
of either one is the same.
I can answer why these are different. For the stork thing,
Santa Claus is a man. The stork could be a man or a woman.
No, the stork thing isn't going to the Santa Claus thing isn't going to get them into a situation where their uneducation results in an early childhood pregnancy sort of thing. Basically, is why these are different. Like, one of these is like a health concern.
Yeah, you're right. The Santa Claus thing probably won't end up in an early pregnancy. I'm still not seeing how they're different enough. So you're basically saying that if you tell your daughter that a stork is what causes babies, that there's that much higher of a risk that she's going to have sex early. And I'm talking deliberately, because if we're talking like, you know, the unfortunate act of rape or something like that, then I don't think it matters where she thinks they come from. That the chances are just as high.
Well, I knew a girl in high school that actually thought that if she swallowed while giving a blowjob, that she could get pregnant.
I mean, I've heard of people thinking the same thing, yes. But I mean, that kind of comes from the overarching other direction of a lot of the scare tactics that people use to try to get their kids to not have sex. And it's sexual relations of any type. And it's, you know, that anything could lead to pregnancy and you don't want to ruin your life like that when you're young.
Right. Sure. Sure.
Like even Santa Claus could lead to pregnancy.
Yeah, in your world. I mean, I understand. I mean, I guess we had the same discussion about whether or not.
I never actually had a birds and the bees discussion with my parents.
You what?
I never had a birds and the bees discussion with my parents.
I didn't get one either. Like, there was a point where me and a friend had found this old trailer. And this is the closest I ever got to a birds and bees discussion. Found this old trailer. There was lots of porn magazines in it, so we made porn wallpaper in this old trailer. And this other kid wanted to like hang out in the trailer with us, so we didn't want him to. So we told him no, and then he got pissed off and told his parents that we had a shotgun in the trailer. And so then like my stepdad like proceeded to beat the shit out of me and like demand to know where the shotgun was. And there wasn't any context, so he was just yelling at me and hitting me and yelling, "Where's the shotgun?" And so that went on for quite a while because I couldn't answer that question.
Because you didn't know anything about a shotgun.
No, sure didn't. So, and he was a real abusive asshole anyway. So this wasn't just like, you know, you're getting a spanking. You know, just like I got the shit kicked out of me over where's the shotgun. And there was no way to answer this question because I had no fucking clue what he was talking about. I just assumed he was drunk and insane. So anyways, eventually this all worked itself out, and he went down to the trailer and found all the porn. There was a bunch of condoms and stuff in there too. Again, this wasn't like our stuff. It was just like, I don't know, probably some drug guy would like hang out in there and do drugs and look at porn and jack off. So he comes back with all these condoms, and the birds and the bees discussion was, what the fuck are you doing with these condoms? You got a little tiny dick, you're a little kid. Your dick won't even fit in this thing. So yeah, that was my birds and the bees discussion. You got a tiny dick.
I remember when my sister and I were young. I don't remember how old we were. Like, I wish I could say that because it would possibly give more context to the story. But I remember watching some TV shows that had brought up something about sex. And at this point, I was curious. I understood sex leads to pregnancy and what sex was and all that stuff. But I, never had the talk. And I don't know why my sister and I were like trying to convince my mom to have the talk, because it was just the thing that you always heard about in like those old family sitcoms of, the talk about the birds and the bees and all that. So my mom was like, okay, let's have the talk. And she went upstairs to go get something. And I remember being like, I don't know why, like super excited that the talk was going to happen. And she comes back with a book, and I'm talking an anatomy book.
Oh, okay.
And I don't mean an anatomy book like nowadays that has like real people's pictures in it. It's like one of those ones that has like that drawn figures of everything.
Right.
And it was literally a picture of a vagina. And I remember there being a picture, and now I know what it is. I didn't know what it was at the time, but a picture of an episiotomy. Do you know what an episiotomy is?
No, I was about to ask.
It's when a woman gives vaginal birth and it rips and they have to sew it back up.
Okay.
And it was a picture of an episiotomy, and she was like, this is the birth canal, and this is where the baby can come from. This is the woman's vagina, but it was very medical terminology, and that was it. That was the talk. And I was like, that's not the talk that I was expecting at all.
So my daughter has all this information already. Like everything you just said.
She has episiotomy information?
Well, no, she doesn't have the episiotomy. She doesn't know that. But like, so like, it started off with just like, so, how does it work? And, answer like part of a man and part of a woman come together. And then eventually that leads to like over time, this is not all on the same day. Like over time, she would just randomly be like, so exactly what part of me? And so then that's how she found out she has eggs. And then like later on, so what part of the boy? And it's like sperm. And so then the other day we're driving, going to swim class, and she turns to me and she says, Daddy, exactly how does the sperm and the egg come into contact? And something about just the word sperm coming out of her mouth fucks me up every single time. Like, I just don't want to ever hear her say that. And like I'm worried that like if she said it at school that they would like freak out, honestly.
I mean, they might, but so at the same time, when I was in high school, I was dating this girl who had a younger brother and a younger sister. And I mean younger as in like the sister was 12 and I think the brother was 8. And I was at their house and we were watching a movie one night and something came up and one of the characters mentioned something about needing condoms. And the 8-year-old boy was like, "Mommy, what's a condom?" And I was like sitting in the room going, "Oh my God, like where is this conversation about to go?" And I shit you not, all she did was she turned around to him and goes, "Oh, condom, prophylactics, what you put over the head of the penis during sex to prevent pregnancy and diseases." And turned back and started watching the movie and he was like, "Oh, okay." And like just started watching it again. And I was like, that was fucking brilliant. All she did was answer the question honestly, openly, and then not make a big deal about it, and he was perfectly content with the answer.
Well, that's how we've always been too, but I just don't know. I feel like she's too young to possess all the information she has about everything, about all of these things. And like it got worse because we got to the location, got to the swim class, and we're getting out of the car. At the same time, another man's getting out of the car, and this is when she chooses to say, "So, Daddy, exactly how many sperms do boys have?" And this man just looks at me like, "So, how many sperms do we have?"
Say all the sperms? Did he look at you and say that?
Do what?
Did he look at you and say that?
No, he didn't say anything. He just looked at me.
I was gonna say, like what a fucking dick, man.
The walrus or whatever, not walrus, sea lion. You know what I'm talking about? Or it was like what the fuck are you gonna say? What are you gonna do in this situation? So I was just like, millions. Come on.
Sea lion? Wait, what?
You never seen the meme of like there's like this awkward sea lion. He's got like the big eyes, like I don't know. I'd have to show it to you if you don't know what I'm talking about.
No,
I cannot describe this meme.
What you're talking about?
Okay, well, yeah, there's a meme of there's an awkward sea lion.
The awkward sea lion.
Yeah,
I'm hearing all these mob noises and I have no idea where they're at.
So yeah, I don't know if she has too much information for her age. That's why I was kind of curious.
So
what your plan is?
Yeah, we haven't broached that topic yet. I mean, my son's only 8 months old, so it's not going to be any time in the next 2 years. So
well, that's what I thought. But she was 2 years old when this started.
Okay, maybe it's not going to be any time in the next year and 3 months, 4 months. I mean, give me some time, Guude. Give me some time, man. It's already growing up too damn fast.
Exactly. It's absurd how quick all of this shit happens, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I never thought about that, but because like I said, what's on my mind now is what are we gonna do about the whole Christmas thing? And I guess what's on my mind.
He's not gonna remember, so you can.
This year it really doesn't matter. Though the thing is, it's more of me trying to come to grips with what are we going to tell him, because the problem is it's a what are we going to tell him. I can't tell him one thing and his mom tells him another thing.
Right.
Right. And so somebody's going to win out on the battle if we disagree. I think we're on the same page with the Santa Claus. Last we talked about it.
She's also going to ruin his life.
But it's not. Yes. She's also, that was the plan. It was to ruin his life.
Can we collectively ruin his life?
So, but yes, we don't have a plan, as long as, if I remember our plan correctly, and I could be like remembering it completely wrong because I want to remember it this way. We don't have a plan that is to tell him he's not real, but it's to not delve into that. As in, we'll say that there's a legend of the Santa Claus and this, that, the other, and then Christmas happens and there's presents. We're not going to tell you that they're from him or that he doesn't exist, that they're not from him type of deal.
So, are you going to give him presents that came from Santa?
Probably not. I'm going to give him presents.
So, is he going... So, whenever the other kid... So, then I feel like his first question, whenever he gets, old enough to have friends...
Is why didn't I get anything from Santa?
Yeah, why didn't Santa... Was I not good, Daddy?
I don't know. Maybe we'll have an animal by then, and we can give the presents from the animal. Because I'll tell you, even as a kid, believing in Santa Claus, when I got presents from my dog, I never really thought they were from my dog. So I guess that's okay.
I mean, Nikki gives my daughter presents every Christmas, too.
And does she really think they're from the dog? Yeah. Or the cat?
From Mickey. No, Mickey.
Oh,
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey.
MICKEYMOUSE.
Why are all these stupid silverfish here?
And yes, she does think that Mickey sends her presents from Disney.
Well, I guess that's different though, because that's Mickey, not the Does Conifer get her anything?
No.
Is Conifer just like a spoiled bastard?
Conifer's a little asshole, to be quite honest.
Conifer doesn't want to give presents to your daughter.
We don't give our cats presents either, though.
I mean, that's mean.
They get a birthday, but they don't get anything at Christmas.
They get a birthday? You know when your cat's birthday is?
Yeah.
Shit, all those years, my dog got presents at Christmas. I have no idea when my dog's birthday was. I had no clue when my dog's birthday was. I hear
this
these
year,
goddamn spiders, and I can't find them.
I made a birthday cake with like tuna.
Here we go. A birthday cake with tuna.
Yeah, for Conifer and Penny.
And I'm assuming they liked it?
Conifer didn't as much, but Penny did. She liked it. She ate it. They don't blow out their candles, though.
Did they just eat it without blowing out the candles?
I mean, I tried to get them to blow out the candles. It didn't work. They were just like, why are you putting this fire in my face, you fucking asshole?
Leave it alone. I want to eat this. I mean, do you go the whole gamut, though? Like Easter Bunny, Santa Claus, leprechaun guy on St. Pat. I used to know
a leprechaun guy. I don't believe.
My cousins, I remember, used to have so many different celebrations. I used to get jealous as a little kid, and I guess this kind of goes along with what you're saying, because they got all these special presents on like St. Patrick's Day and Columbus Day. I don't know if they really did on Columbus Day.
No,
but on all these other
school anymore on Columbus Day.
They what?
You don't even get off of school anymore.
It's really funny because I just watched the South Park. That's from, I think it's from this season. I just watched it today before we came record about that. He's calling everybody from Columbus and be like, "Hey, fuck you." Julia's from Columbus, so that makes me laugh. She's actually not, but her parents are. So
fuck you.
I thought it was funny. Because I also hate Columbus, but that's because University of Michigan people are supposed to hate. I'm not. Well, anybody from Michigan is supposed to hate anybody from Ohio. It's the way it works. The way life is.
Well, I don't like Ohioans either.
See, there you go. See, even North Carolina doesn't hate anybody except South Carolina, maybe.
In the sports world, I guess. Yeah, that's true. I don't know, man. I've never met an Ohioan that I can get along with.
See,
like whenever I had my own.
They're a different breed, man. It's not just a Michigan. Michigan just makes it more prominent, just because we're trying to get the truth out there. Whereas Ohio people, man, nobody likes them.
I legit had the whole state banned on eBay. You could not buy from me if you lived in Ohio.
See, guys, listen to this. And if you're from Ohio, understand something here. I hate you. But anyway,
you're basically a pit bull right now to Jeff, or Rottweiler, or whatever dogs you hate the most.
I remember when the first time I went with Julia to her parents' house in Columbus, and they were like, "Let's go out to brunch somewhere. Like, I know this great spot." And I was like, "Okay, whatever. I'm just along for the ride." So I'm in the back of the car, and we were driving. And I was like, "Man, this, like, wherever we're going looks kind of like it's getting to be a college town or something like that." And then I passed the big sign for Ohio State University, and I was like, "Oh, you fuckers, you tricked me." Because it was actually on Ohio State's campus that we were going to.
Oh.
Actually a cool campus, but I have to hate them as a Michigan person. This is fucking bullshit. I've been digging around looking for these piece of shit sounds for this whole episode and can't find them. They're so close.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but like every customer we ever had from Ohio was just a total fucking asshole.
I mean, I just think the state's a whole asshole state.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. Coast from Ohio. We've had to work through that.
I mean, he's not there anymore, though.
Right.
I mean, that's probably why it's okay. He's probably learned the ways of normal people.
Yeah.
Like, I'm being shot at.
I had this weird dream last night where I was in your house with a jetpack.
You were in my house and did what?
With a jetpack.
I mean, that'd be cool. You can go on over with a jetpack anytime you want.
Well, your house was a little bit different. You had like 3 stories. And like,
oh, it's the future.
And like, so like the top story, like where like the stairs went up, it was like a stairwell. And like, I wanted to like fly up there with the jetpack and like drop shit on you. But then you could see me from the front door when you came in. It just ruined my whole thing. And then Julia was yelling at me about not cleaning up shrimp tails.
That's why you gotta eat them like
party the night before, and like she had gone to bed, and like I was still awake, and she's like, I relied on you to clean up the backyard, and these shrimp tails are still in this platter. And like she just yelled at me about it.
I can't believe you would dare come to my house with a jetpack and not clean up the shrimp tails.
This was my dream.
Man, what a dick.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna find these fuckers. They are. Oh my god, it's driving me insane. It's driving me insane. How's this apartment coming?
I'm lighting up everywhere around it now because I'm tired of dealing with moths. But you're off and you can't sleep.
Nope.
So I'm just running. This is Torch Tuesday. I wonder if it's coming out on Tuesday.
I have to look at what episodes we have. We actually got a little bit ahead, which was turned out to be good because I couldn't record the first day this week. And next week is Thanksgiving, so and I will not be able to record on Thursday because I will be out of town. I'm assuming you probably couldn't record then either anyway.
No, I don't. It's not my year to have a family. So,
so you're just chilling? I'm sorry.
Yep, I'm just all alone.
I'll be in Ohio.
Sad.
We can like talk on the phone like we're in high school. I want to get an old corded phone so I can twirl it around the cord around my finger while we talk. I'm like, Guude, I'm picturing the jetpack and really upset that you shouldn't clean up the shrimp tails. Okay, this just doesn't make any sense. Everywhere, every direction I go is getting the sounds are getting quieter. You can't go all the directions and have the sounds get quieter from your starting point if the enemies aren't right there.
Maybe they're not real.
I mean, it might be one of those stupid things where it's like there's a little pocket in a wall somewhere that a spider happens to be sitting in.
Yep.
Oh my god, I finally found it. Like literally 3 blocks away from me.
Is it just one spider?
No, it's actually a cave. Apparently it's a small cave entrance where an enemy's at. Ironically, the enemy is a skeleton though, which there's still a spider somewhere.
It's funny.
So this spider still exists, but it was a very small cave entrance, so I kind of went right around it when I dug this direction. I found the spider. Woo! Woo! There was the ceiling's taller than I thought when you walk into this thing, and this spider is literally just chilling in the ceiling.
Oh?
He didn't
drop down on you real good?
Nope, he didn't drop down on me at all. He was still just sitting there. And now he did.
I feel like the Santa thing is going to be real controversial amongst the viewers because I think there's going to be people in both camps of that one,
and which I think is good because I kind of want to hear both sides of this one because I really don't know what.
Like I remember I remember there was some kids in the neighborhood where this was after I'd found out there wasn't a Santa, and there were some kids in the neighborhood and they never had celebrated it, and whenever they told me this, I just found it so I just couldn't. They were the first people I had met. It's like I had a cousin one time that she was a girl, and she wore jeans one day, and I'd never seen a girl not wear dresses. And I remember this moment in my life where I had this realization that females can wear jeans. Whoa! I remember saying to her in the car, like, "Where's your dress? Why are you wearing boys' clothes?"
That's funny. But the thing is, though, I'm not sure how, and I haven't asked any like younger, or not younger parents, but parents of younger children this yet, but is Santa as prevalent now as it was when we were younger? Like the internet has, I think, killed a lot of those things because kids are going to be on the internet and online at the time when they still should be believing this stuff, If
I remember it died for me when I was 8, so it wasn't like I made it. I don't know when the average age is to start questioning it, but don't you
feel that before 8 kids are online now?
I don't know. I mean, my daughter's 6. I don't know if in the next 2 years she's gonna be at that point. Maybe. I mean, I guess it's possible.
I'm just wondering, like, how quickly do people, especially the second they get that inkling, or they're just going to be like, I'm going to look online and see, like, let me look up some stories about Santa Claus. They're going to go to YouTube. They're going to, first thing video that's going to pop up is this one. And they're going to be like, what?
Right.
And your daughter's going to be like, Daddy? You knowingly lied to me? And, tried to convince somebody else that it was okay that you lied to me?
I still am in the camp that I think it's the right thing to do.
I don't think
I feel like I still feel like the majority. I know the majority of her friends all are on the same.
Even if
boat.
it's the majority, does it make the right thing to do?
I
Is
don't
there
know if
really
any
a
of her-
right or wrong thing to do in this circumstance?
Okay, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know if this is a moral thing. Like I don't know if this is a case where it's morally just to lie to your child, so to speak. I don't know. I just have a hard time with this one, I guess. And I guess I don't know. I feel like it's still part of that childhood bliss that I feel like children deserve.
So what are you going to talk about with the whole God thing then?
Oh, I've told her, and we've told her. I mean, she's gone to church on multiple occasions. And like whenever she asked, like we had this conversation the other day, she was asking me like, so when I die, is it like just going to sleep or what exactly happens? And I'm like, well, that depends on what you believe. And
Well, that's not true.
I said some people believe you go to heaven, and she's like, right, your soul, right? And I was like, right. I was like, but if you're Buddhist, they believe that you're reincarnated. I was like, I personally believe that you just cease to exist, and then that's it. But it really depends on what you believe as far as what you think is going to happen when you die.
Okay, I mean that's fine, I guess.
That is what happens when you die, though. You don't know.
No, that's the thing is nobody does know. So I mean,
right.
a truthful answer, an actual truthful answer cannot be. It depends on what you believe, because no matter what, when you die, something happens. Nobody just knows what the fuck that something is.
And so I think that what we believe happens when we die depends on other aspects, other belief aspects.
Yes, it just doesn't make it necessarily what happens when you die. But I understand that you don't tell, a child that, well, nobody knows. You probably nothing, but you
I mean, as far as religions go, I mean, we've listed tons of different religions to her and explained that there's a wide variety of religions. Like her
but it's not like you've pushed whatever religion you are and said, hey, I'm an atheist, or hey, I'm a Catholic, and therefore you are now too.
And she's asked what we believe, and both of us have told her, and also said that it's hard at her age to decide on those things because it's a very complex subject, and it's something that you really should wait until you're older and you can make a decision on your own. Like if she wants to be Christian, then so be it. I'll support her.
Oh, no, that's fine. I just didn't know if you were, going to push whatever your belief was about religion.
I think that's like a form of child abuse almost.
So pushing your belief of what you think she should know about Santa Claus, not a form of child abuse.
No, she can do whatever she wants to with her kids, and I'll tell her she's wrong.
There are so many.
I guess I just don't see how it hurts them. The only way I can see that an argument being made for it being hurtful in any way is that it makes them skeptical of other things that they're told.
Yep.
So that's the only
by other things that they're told by the people they're supposed to trust.
But I think that with time they'll understand why.
I mean, sure, but that time is the scary thing.
Yeah, but you know what? They ain't got no choice. They can't go anywhere. What are they gonna do? They're your kids. You own them.
They're your slaves.
They are. You can't do shit.
It's the only form of legal slavery.
Put your foot down, say you gotta do what I say. Why? Because I said so.
I mean, I guess that's true, though. It is like a form of legal slavery.
Mm-hmm.
Those chillins. They should have known better before getting born, if that's not the life that they wanted to be into. Well, you shouldn't have been the fastest sperm and or only egg sitting there.
Oh, God, yeah, that was the other thing she asked, like how the sperm gets there. And I was like, well, it swims. And she's like, so you have fish in you? And I was like, no.
You're like more like tadpoles.
I didn't. I just said no.
End of story. No. That is all.
Anyways.
I do think people are going to have definite opinions about this one. I hope to see some good comments about this.
All right. Well, I guess we'll see them real soon. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you've enjoyed.
See you guys.